and this here may be tough to you. Snack cake to me, yeah, more hostess. This been overdue forever. Asked me when it was dropping, said never. Should've made you cut the feta, but I designed it Freemason Margiela.
What's good, it's Shellitronnn here, the most woke, no joking. I'm back again with a brand new video, and we are now on week 3 of our 2018-2019 NFC South game-by-game prediction series. We're now with the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Week 3 in Atlanta. This is going to be a really tough game. This is definitely going to be a tough game. This is two very high-powered offenses, with the Falcons just coming off a game against the Panthers, and the Saints just coming off of a game versus the who plays in week 2 of the Browns. So both teams, like I said earlier, if you watched our other videos, both teams coming off of a win. Very different wins. I have one team winning by just a little bit, and another team winning by, we can talk about it. If you haven't seen those videos, I'm doing a full 16 game spread of each team in the NFC South. So if you see those videos, it'll probably be above my head somewhere, probably up here. But check those out. But now we're on to the week 3, man. Falcons versus Saints. Like I said, an extremely high-powered offense. You have the Saints, obviously, with Drew Brees. You have Alvin Kamara, who showed that he could be one of the best in the league already. We've seen some rookie running backs have great years and then have a sophomore slump and bring it back in their third year. But I don't see that for Alvin Kamara, only because, honestly, he doesn't even have to have a great year this year. Even with the kind of pieces around him, he has Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, even Ted Ginn Jr., even Cameron Meredith will be making some moves for the Saints this year. I mean, Mark Ingram is gonna be there for him, but let's be real, he has a 4-game suspension. But I mean, talking about the whole season, Alvin Kamara doesn't have too much pressure on him. Sure, he was an all rookie and second string All Pro, I believe it was, or second team All Pro. But I can see him having a repeat of last year, having a great year. The Saints are definitely built to be a really great offensive team. But let's not forget their defense either. They have a pretty good defense. I wouldn't call it super elite, but when you have people like Cameron Jordan, players like, Marcus Davenport to a certain degree, I think he'll definitely have a good little impact on the team in his first year. We can talk about Demario Davis. I'm not 100% oh man, Demario Davis. I'm not really all that worried about him, but he is a good player. He's a good player to have in that linebacker core. And Marshawn Lattimore and Marcus Williams, bro, how do you have two players in your secondary that made the all-rookie team? That's actually, that's crazy to me. That really is disgusting. This is a really good team, and they're gonna need those guys to really step up, because on the other side of the ball, you have Atlanta, which is easily one of the best offensive teams in the league. You have, obviously, do I even have to say it? Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. And then if that's not enough, you also have to deal with Devontae Freeman, and you have to deal with Tevin Coleman. That 1-2 punch there in the backfield really opens up things for Matt Ryan to do a lot of things there. And let's not forget that they have Calvin Ridley, and they also have, who's their Austin Hooper is their tight end, I believe. Yeah, they have a really good. I almost said really good. They have a capable tight end in Austin Hooper, and they can really get things done in Atlanta. And that's even before I mention Mohamed Sanu. But if I have Atlanta Falcons fans watching this video, you're going to be hearing me saying this every single time for these videos. So you probably have another 12, 13 videos to watch this to hear me say this. The name you have to really think about when you think about the Atlanta Falcons isn't a player. It's not Matt Ryan. It's not Julio Jones. It's not Tevin Coleman. It's Steve Sarkisian. Can Steve Sarkisian please make some kind of coaching adjustment? Can he not even coach? Can he be a good? Can he call a play? Can he call any sort of good play? Can he get Julio Jones a touchdown? My answer is probably not. I have to look it up, but I forgot how many touchdowns Julio Jones had last year, but it wasn't a lot. For his college, he had yards. Y'all can get him yards, but honestly, the Falcons really failed to really show what Julio Jones could do in terms of getting in the end zone. They got him yards, but he couldn't get very many points. And he's looking to, if he doesn't get his money this offseason, which I don't see it happening, he's looking to get his money this year. So it's gonna be, you all need to get him in the end zone, or he might walk. Because I think he wants to really be known as one of those premier guys, which he obviously is. But when you're getting yards but no touchdowns, that's kind of a weird thing. He's gonna have to prove it against this Saints secondary, which has been wild to say the least. I didn't even mention what Drew Brees has to deal with, what he has to work with with the tight ends. And when you look at it right here, man, when you look at how he has, who's the tight end? I think it's Benjamin Watson who's going to be the number one for him this year. That's not the greatest thing to have, actually. Now look at that at their depth chart. I'm not sure who's really going to be the guy. They got, like I said, Benjamin Watson in free agency. They have a Humanawanui still, but I gotta say, yeah, even Garrett Griffin isn't a good pick. There isn't a good look there. Josh Hill is capable, but not on anyone's real radar. I was gonna say they're gonna have to really test my man Deion Jones, but with no real tight end, you can probably put Deion Jones and just put him in the zone. Maybe even looking at the slot receiver. I'm not even sure he gets a workout this game as far as coverage. But like I said, this is gonna be a 100% offensive struggle. This is going to be a high-scoring game. Would not be surprised if this game scores above 66. You know what? It could definitely score above 66, maybe 65. But do not be surprised if these defenses, if the power rankings come out after this game on Tuesday, and you see these defenses come crashing down in power ranking just because of the sheer number of yards in the air and on the ground. Like I said, Mark Ingram is out this week. Well, he's out for 4 full weeks with his suspension. But don't be surprised if Alvin Kamara goes over 100, 120 yards. Don't be surprised if Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman both combine to go over maybe even 150, 175 and really get that air raid going. Both quarterbacks could definitely go over 350, and I can see both getting at least 3 touchdowns this game. You can never count Drew Brees out to have a crazy game against any team. Doesn't matter who it is. He can go up, he can put up 350 and 4 touchdowns on literally anyone. I see this game coming down to be probably 33-31 Saints. 33-31 Saints in a tough game that goes down to the wire. Probably comes down to a very late last second field goal with the Saints being down 2, obviously, or being down 1, obviously. But what do y'all think, man? Let me know in the comments below. Who's going to win? What's the score going to be? Do you have any stat predictions from either side of the ball? You know, yards, touchdowns in the air, on the ground, sacks, interceptions. Let me know all that in the comments below, or my Twitter at Shellitronnn, same as the channel name, bro. And you already know to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend, real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.